Welcome back, beer tubers. Today we're taking a look at the one, the only Pabst Blue Ribbon. I went camping this past weekend and wanted to have a light beer for hydration, so bought some Pabst Blue Ribbon, PBR if you will, and decided, you know what, I had a bunch left over, let's have a review of it. And so I got it poured out. It's definitely a gold color. I wouldn't call it light straw, it's into a darker straw color, you know, bright white heads. It's a little darker from my memory of a lot of the other American lagers, you know, your classic American Pilsner, if you will, your adjunct, you know, American lagers. But I got it's you know, clearly a filtered beer, a little bit of head retention on there. And those has a lot of sweetness. You actually get some sweet malt, and then it's either corn or rice they're using. I don't know. Go watch Louisiana Beer Reviews if you want to know a lot about this beer, because Jay knows the stuff. Get a slight hop note in there. Definitely a malty sweetness, like a sweeter like 6-row, just generic, you know, American pale malt. And then there's a little bit of either a sweet corn, sweet rice with the touch of hops, which they say just a kiss of the hops in this beer. So let's dive in. Cheers. Yeah, so really light on the palate, really crisp, refreshing beer. Has some sweetness up front, but then it dries out. So it doesn't become an overly sweet beer. It's a highly drinkable beer, as you would imagine. Maybe just a slight lingering sweetness, but yeah, you're getting that pale malt, sweet malt character, like really sweet bread, almost like a Hawaiian bread, almost type of sweetness. Then whatever adjunct kind of they're using plays into that sweetness. The finish is actually fairly dry. And you do get a little bit of hop carry, a little bit of like maybe like a Willamette, sort of grassy, earthy hop note on the finish. I would say it's hoppier than a lot of the other beers in this style that are, you know, the big American classic Pilsners. But yeah, this beer's, you know, they talk about, you know, established in Milwaukee and all that, but it's actually brewed in Los Angeles these days, so it's actually a California beer. And but you know, whoever owns it still has a P.O. box in Milwaukee apparently. But yeah, Pabst Blue Ribbon, brewed in Los Angeles, California these days. I actually like this beer. I can drink this beer. I don't really detect any off flavors, be it like diacetyl or DMS or some of those other kind of weirder flavors you might get in some of the other adjunct lagers. I get more of a malt character than those other beers. Yeah, I don't know. It sits well with me. I can drink it, no problem. Drink a bunch of it. You know, it's what, like 5% beer, something like that. And it's highly drinkable, and you know, I don't have to think about it really when I'm drinking it. As it warms, it doesn't completely gross me out like some of the other beers in this category do. And so yeah, I know it's kind of like a big hipster type of beer, but I actually enjoy this over all. You know, I'll take this over your Budweiser, Coors, all that stuff. I don't find it. It's been a while since I've had something like a High Life, so I wonder how it compares to that beer. But yeah, no problem drinking this when I'm in the mood for it. So yeah, recommended for me, if you will. For the style, it's, I think, an A beer for that really light classic American Pilsner. I think it's probably the best that I've tried, and I haven't tried them all, but yeah, I like that it's got a little bit more malt and hop character than some of those other beers. So it's gonna wrap this one up. Until next time, please comment and subscribe. Cheers.